Now I'm going to be making the slope from this lovely piece of East Indian rosewood. I've selected it because it should yield sufficient material and it's showing a nice figure on the outside. Now one of the important things I need to do first of all is check the moisture content of the wood. If I build it when it's too moist, bring it into a central heating home when it's finished, the wood's going to move a bit and we could very potentially end up with cracks. That's not what we want. So let's check the moisture content. And you can see that's reading 10.6. So a little bit high moisture. I've checked elsewhere on the board, it's pretty much the same everywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do with it at this point is break it down into the major components, leaving them all quite substantially oversized, and then store the wood for a bit longer indoors so that it can dry out a little bit more. Then as it stabilizes indoors, I can then think about reducing those components down to their exact dimensions, taking out any of the movement that's occurred.
When working with exotics, a tooth blade is excellent for quickly removing material without the chance of causing deep tear out. Then a steep beveled iron in this bevel up jack plane allows me to get rid of all the grooves that are left of this flat surface, and I can square up the material. To smooth it, I'll just close up the mouth and we can take some really fine shavings and leave a super smooth finish. And of course, to do that you need a super sharp iron. And I decided at this point that I would try and cut some veneers on the bandsaw from this, as it was thick enough. So here I am cutting a thick veneer. My small bandsaw was struggling with this rosewood, so I used the up and down method here, where contact of the blade with the wood is reduced. And I've also cut some holly stringing, which I'm considering using for it as well.